Run, river, run, run through the hills. Run, river, run to the sea. Run, river, run to your place beneath the sun. Run, river, run over me.
This is Jan Lewis. Welcome to be my guest today. We have a lot of fun ahead of us. We have the Foxboro Serenading seniors with us. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My parents used to live in Foxboro, and we were chatting about that. We have on my left the director of the group, Jean Bonneau.
Mm-hmm.
Beside her, we have Helen Olson, and she is assistant director. And last but not least, we have Lloyd Gibbs, and he is a chorus member, long time with the group. And they came up here from Foxboro today, and they're going to tell you about this serenading group. I wish my parents had known about it because they live right there, and I think they would have enjoyed it. My father loved music. How long has this group been in existence?
Since 1998, when the new senior center opened.
The senior center in Foxboro is where?
It's on Central Street, the main thoroughfare.
My parents were a couple of characters. They thought they just weren't old enough to go to the senior center. They thought, oh no, we can't go there. I'm like, what? Oh yeah, I remember seeing AARP magazines on their coffee table. Boy, has that changed. That has really picked up. And a lot of the senior centers are doing fun things now because we've got new generations coming up too. All right, so you joined, Jean. When did you join, Jean?
Well, I started the group.
Oh, you originated?
Yes, I originated the group. When the center opened, it was June of 1998.
Oh my
and
God.
It's kind of an interesting story because I walked into the building and was so excited that we had our own center finally.
Yeah.
And I saw an upright piano, brand new. And I walked over to the people in charge at the time, and I said, "You have a piano, you need a chorus." And they said to me, "We were hoping you would notice," because they knew I was a retired music educator
Where did you teach?
in Plainville, Mass.
The kids?
Yeah,
What grade?
K through 6.
Brave
I
girl.
did, I did that for 20 years, and now I've done this for 20 years.
What's your next 20 years going to be?
Oh, no, I'm sticking with this group.
You're going to stick with this one.
Yes, yes.
So they said that to you, and you said, I'm going to run with it.
That's correct. And so in September, we put out a little blurb and invited people to come and just sing.
How many showed up?
25.
Oh my God, that is fantastic.
So we started singing
Yeah.
just for fun, just picked up songs that sort of old songs that everybody knew
Yeah.
because you don't have to read music in order to be in our group.
Sure.
Okay. So then we were having such a good time that when we got to the spring, someone suggested, wouldn't it be nice if we could share this
Yeah.
and go to maybe nursing homes or whatever?
Sure.
And we said, yeah, that's great, except that you can't take a piano with you, and you can't rely on pianos being even in tune
Yeah.
places you go.
Do you have to have the piano?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Okay, so...
What about a portable organ?
although Helen plays the guitar.
Okay, you play the guitar, but can you get a portable organ with you? So,
What we did is we did a fundraiser and we bought a keyboard.
You've got one, okay.
We have a keyboard.
all right. So if you don't have a piano where you're going, now you've got that, right? You can portable with it.
We never rely on pianos where we go.
No.
No, it's just not comfortable.
Yeah.
A sure thing is better. And we have great guys like Lloyd, and some of the other guys will transport all the equipment because it's too hard for...
So Lloyd, you met Jeannie back when it started, right?
Well, actually, I had known Jean for a number of years before that because we both sing in St. Mary's Choir.
Oh.
And one of my friends that was a member of the Serenading Seniors said, hey, listen, there's an opening. We need some guys because there's not many of the men.
Yeah.
I think there's about maybe 7 or 8 of us right now, Jean, out
Yes.
of the 52, or out of the 50. And I love to sing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've no training in it whatsoever, and I can just barely read music. If the note goes up, I know I'm supposed to go up. If it goes down, if there's a dot, that's a pause.
Are you a baritone?
Actually, I thought it was just going to be melody, but actually I do mostly tenor and bass.
All right, I think one time when I was singing, is it such a thing as alto for girls?
Yes.
Alto?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm an alto. I can't go that high too, but what are you, Jean?
I'm an alto.
What are you?
Soprano.
And that
you
works
can
out-
go way up.
And so that works out really well.
Oh.
Because when we have harmony,
Yeah.
Helen sings with the sopranos and I sing with the altos.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you've got where
And
you
we've
are.
got
On the back end of it,
yeah.
yeah.
And he's holding down all the guys. He's all good. He's good with that.
Yeah.
Hal, how long have you been in the group, Hal?
I've been in the group since the beginning.
Yes.
So both of you since the beginning.
No,
Well, I
20
came
20
in
years.
about 13 years,
13
13 to
years.
14 years ago.
How did you
Yeah.
hear about it?
Just a friend. He said, we need some guys. Would you like to come in? So I did. And when I first got in there, I said, the good part about my age, because back at that time I was probably 62, I said, I'm bringing all the average numbers down by me coming in here. I'm not coming in at 80,
Yeah.
so I'm bringing the numbers down.
Yeah.
I don't do that anymore now, because now I'm just about 79, so I'm up in that upper echelons,
So you have the age group goes from we just talked about from what to what
I would say 62, 63,
to
'all the way to 90
90.
see, see that. Now where do you when and where do you meet?
at the senior center.
At the senior center every week
Wednesday morning at
This
10
morning.
a.m.
at 10.
from 10 to 11:15.
All right, so you got to be
Yes.
able to get up and get over there.
Oh, yes.
They are appearing in so many places. Again, we're talking with the Foxboro Serenading Seniors, okay? And they have, okay, you were just in October, you were at Rentham at the Maples. My mother was in that nursing home.
Mhm.
You were at Ellis in Norwood.
Mhm.
Coming up this Friday, you're going to be at the Garden Place in Attleboro. What, is that a nursing facility?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
On the 12th, you'll be at which high school?
Foxboro High School.
The high schools are letting you in?
Oh, yeah.
And a Veterans Day.
It's Veterans Day.
Veterans Day performance.
That is fantastic. So the school is closed, but you get to be there to entertain everybody.
Yes, we have a wonderful veterans program. And we are the music for the program.
You are it. If you notice, I don't know if you can get onto the camera onto this, Paul, but Lloyd has a tie that is all musical notes.
Mhm.
Helen has one also. She has a scarf, and so does Jean. And she's got the scarf too. Did you have to order those for the group?
The Council on Aging has been very supportive
Oh, yeah.
and has bought
They bought.
these things for us.
If people want you to appear somewhere, do you have a fee?
No.
No, you
No,
can
no.
just go for it.
Mhm.
Jeannie, if people want to connect with you, how would they do that?
My email would be the best way,
Mhm.
and that would be jbsing39@gmail.com.
Now, this is the Foxboro Serenading Seniors. If you're from out of town, out of the country, Foxboro is not that far from Upton. I would say 40 minutes. What do you think?
Yes, just about 40
away.
minutes.
I used to go visit Mom and Dad. Of course, I hate the highway, so I go trekking down 140, the scenic route, all the way down. But I just hate getting on 495. I feel like I'm at the Indy 500 and I'm a turtle. Oh, God. It's like, why is everybody going so fast? Now, you have coming up on the 21st, no rehearsal. All right. The 30th of November, you're going to be at Wingate in Norton.
Yes.
That's also senior living?
Yes, it is.
And where's the Orpheum Theater?
That is in the center of town.
Oh, that's
It's revived.
Yeah,
Okay, it was
Yeah.
closed for a while, and now it's a performance center.
where the Rotary
Wonderful.
is.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I used to go by that all the time when I was visiting Mom and Dad. Now, that's on December 2nd, Sunday.
That's an ecumenical concert.
Okay, so
So-
6:30.
Yes, and so we have churches from Foxboro.
Sure.
They send people, and so their choirs perform, and we perform also. And it's very exciting this year because we're going to do one song by ourselves
Yeah.
as our own group, and then the other song we're going to do with the children's choir from St. Mary's
Oh,
Church.
my God.
And it's called One Candle, One Flame. And so the kids are going to be singing Light One Candle, and they're going to have this little candle, and it's
Yeah.
going to be flickering in their hands. Oh, this is going to be great.
Is this the first time you've done it with the little ones?
No, we did it once before.
Yeah, once
with them.
before.
And it worked out
Yeah.
well?
Oh, it's
How
it's
little are we
wonderful.
talking?
The youngest is probably 5,
Oh,
up to maybe 11 or 12. Yeah.
oh my God. Now,
They're wonderful.
Oh, are they? You really
Oh,
enjoyed
they-
it?
Yes,
they're-
yes.
Now, each
Their
one...
director is
Yes.
fantastic.
They
Yes.
they really, really
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Now, Lloyd, what's your favorite part of the group? I'm going to ask which one do you like?
Well, I think just on the Wednesdays, just to be there with other people, and to watch the smiles on the ladies' faces. Jean has a thing that she recognizes everybody's birthday.
Oh,
And
you
we
too?
give an applause. We ask the person to stand up and give a little bio of themselves,
Yeah.
when they were there.
Yeah.
And you would be amazed the number of comments that come out to say, like, one of the older women that's in her mid-80s says, the most enjoyable part of my week is Wednesdays at 10 o'clock when I can come and be with my friends here. Because nobody's a professional. We're there just to have a good time. And I think one of the other things, too, that's my experience has been when we go to these different nursing homes and you see some of the patients or clients coming down, and we don't know any of the, their life stories or anything else, but for an hour, they're sitting there, they're relaxed, and all of a sudden, as Jean was saying, even if they don't know the words, and Jean will always say to them, just make up the words.
Yeah.
And I say a couple of times, that's what we do. We make up the words.
And Jean was saying, you'll see a foot tap.
Yeah, and you'll see them starting to sing. And like at Halloween, they'll come down sometimes in costumes.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And they for an hour, they're having a wonderful time just to get out of that I guess the routine.
The
of
room
a
that
nursing
you're in.
home. Exactly.
Yeah.
And they come down, and they love to see us.
Yeah.
And the staff is, at every nursing home we go to, the staff is wonderful. Because they have to be moving patients around, bringing them down, bringing the clients down, getting them all set up for us, and then we perform. Usually it's about 3/4 of an hour.
Yeah.
And then we're on our merry way again back to our own lives. While the people there themselves, they're going to be going back, but they've had a lift for a little while. So we try to get to as many of them as we can. And I just see the joy in their face. And some of them, oh my God, we had one fellow last week when we were out. He knew all the songs, and he was having a wonderful time. He's clapping his hands. And we do, as Jean said, a variety of numbers. And we always do either the row, row, row your boat, take me out to the ball game, or one that Jean did, take me out to see Brady.
Yeah. Okay.
So we have our own little thing that Jean made up for the football. So we're seasonal.
No, well, Helen, are you catering to a certain age group with the music? Because that's all going to have to keep coming up. Because you don't forget now, you got the boomers coming up, and they were the Beatles and Kiss, rock and roll, and all that. Are you going to be able to adjust to this? What do you think?
I think we could do it.
You think you can?
Sure.
Well, for example, last week we sang "Sweet Caroline."
Okay.
Yeah, baseball, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's good. That's good because you're going to have a whole. I mean, God, everybody is living, thank God, so long,
Exactly.
thanks to our wonderful medical care. That now the group coming in, and not everybody is as. I don't think it's quite as ill as it used to be. Maybe when my grandparents were.
Correct.
Now they can go into the nursing home. Perhaps their spouse died or whatever, or there's something they do need the care, but they don't seem to be as badly off as I saw as a child if I visited a nursing home. Things seem happier,
Yes.
more fun.
Yes.
What's your favorite part of the group, Helen?
My favorite part is going and being with my friends.
Yeah.
It's like an extended family, and we share each other's joys and we share each other's sorrows. And they come, like we had a gal who just recently lost her husband a couple of weeks ago, and she's come back now, and she couldn't stay for the whole time, but we were there with hugs and words of just loving that you're here.
Is
and
she a member of the
glad-
group?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
Yes.
And her husband was also.
And her husband was also, yes.
Oh my God.
So,
Did you all go to the funeral?
We sing.
oh yes,
We sing at
we
funerals.
sing
Yeah,
at
we
funerals.
if they want
Yes,
us to
we
sing,
do.
we'll sing.
Yes.
In
We
fact,
have a-
Jean has a photo, one of our fellows, Paul Godin, he works in the Foxboro cable, but what he did was he takes everybody's picture,
Yeah.
and we have it right in the front of our books,
Yeah.
everyone that's there, and just as time goes on, we lose some of our members that pass away. I had made a suggestion to Paul. I says, why don't we transfer that into our memoriam? So on the front cover, we have all of our active members,
Sure.
and then on the back of the cover, it's a memorial to our members that passed away. So we don't forget them.
This is
Right.
fantastic.
We don't forget
Yeah.
them.
Jean, show us. You brought a cool book with you. This is all the music
Yes.
that you
Oh.
sing. Look at this,
Serenading.
Bob. Can you zero in on this? This is quite
Look at this.
quite an album. This is all the music that you can sing, right?
Well, there's more.
Oh, much more.
Oh, there's
Everybody's
much more.
got.
There's
everybody's
more?
got a
There's
book
more.
like this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, 20 years. Lots and lots of songs.
Do you get tired? You go home and must plop down in bed and just.
Oh, this,
Afterwards?
No,
No.
this energizes
You're revved
us.
up.
Yeah.
You're revved up.
Jean writes a lot of our music also.
You write-
She has written some wonderful, wonderful
Oh, yeah.
songs for us. And in fact, one song that we close with, it's May the Good Lord Bless and Keep You. And the words are just so meaningful. I mean, it brings tears to our eyes each evening or morning that we finish up with that
This is a
song.
secret from me. So not only is she the director of the Foxboro Serenading Seniors, she writes songs.
Yes.
Do these just come to you?
Yes.
Have you done this since you were a child?
No, I've always done music as a child, but I didn't start writing music until I retired. It's God-given. It just is.
I bet when
Yeah.
you taught school, I bet the kids loved you.
Oh, we had such a good, wonderful time.
Helen, what did you used to do for work?
I'm a guitarist, and,
And she's an excellent guitarist.
Thank you. And I taught at preschool programs for many years,
Yeah.
and I play at church
Yep.
and in our contemporary music group, and play for the seniors. And now I'm doing a memory cafe for
Yeah,
dementia.
sure.
Yeah, and
Nice.
that's new to me, and I love it. It's
We've got to
wonderful.
connect you with the Oasis in Worcester because we've had the gentleman on who founded it. It is a dedicated, absolutely gorgeous part of Dodge Park Rest Home. The Oasis dedicated to people who have dementia and Alzheimer's. They are
Alzheimer's, yeah.
extremely up and coming. I am going to see if I can connect you. Give you. I'll send you an email. That boy, would they love to? I would imagine they'd love to have you there. Lloyd, what did you used to do?
Let's see. I went to work for New England Telephone in 1959, and then when the Bell system all changed back in the 80s, I became part of AT&T. And then in 1989, I decided I was going to retire after 30 years of service. I was a manager at that time.
Yeah.
And my wife looked at me and she says, "You're 49 years old and
Oh.
you're retiring."
Oh,
And I said, "I just want to do something else."
Yeah.
So I had a little part-time job, and then I became the custodian of the church, and now I'm the facilities manager of our church. And I've been there now probably about off and on between volunteering and actually working as the part of the payroll about 27 years.
you must enjoy it.
I love it.
He works more hours now than when he worked the job.
Yeah. I don't even, the people that I work with at my church, I don't even consider it a job.
Yeah.
And I mean that seriously. They're wonderful people.
Which church is it, Lloyd?
This is St. Mary's Church in Foxboro. It's the Catholic Church in Foxboro.
Okay, I know the Unitarian one.
Yeah.
But where's the Catholic?
It's just right beside Booth Playground. If you were going down to visit your folks
Yeah.
down at the
Keep going.
cemetery,
Yeah. Oh, that
the
way.
IGO school is on your left,
Yes.
right by Carpenter Street. The church is right beside that. You've got the school,
Okay.
the Booth Playground, and St. Mary's.
You know, that's the cemetery where my parents are buried, Rocky Hill. It is very well tended, and it's
Yes, it
is.
beautiful.
It's a
Yeah.
beautiful place to walk to.
It is, but you know what the thing is? When we come down from Upton, almost miss it because there isn't a big sign,
No.
There isn't.
No.
and it's easy to go right by it.
Mhm.
So now we look for this not a house or a shed or an old beautiful brick. There's like a building there.
Mhm.
We say, okay, that's it, and we look in, and then you go down by the lake
Yeah.
and all this type of thing.
Yes, it's lovely.
Yeah, it's
It
lovely.
is. And they allow people to beautifully decorate.
Yes.
Mhm.
A lot of places won't. They won't do
Right.
that. But
My
my
husband-
husband has his parents.
Your husband's there,
My
They
right?
husband is
just
buried
his
here.
parents have the
Yeah.
kind of stone that is just flat in
Yeah.
the ground, and
Yeah.
he can't put anything on it because the cleaning crew or whatever, the lawn
Yes,
people.
yes.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh,
It's all maintenance
They're
controlled.
very good.
Yes.
very,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Now, you have coming up. Okay, we've talked with the Orpheum Theater, the Taylor School. Where is that?
That's on South Street. That's past Rock Hill
Okay,
Cemetery. also.
okay, Borough School.
And the Borough School is on Moore Street. These are elementary schools.
Okay.
We actually sing with fourth graders. We find that take one grade level,
Yeah.
and then we can have a lot of interaction
Ah.
because it's such fun. The kids will participate with the songs,
Yeah.
but every once in a while they're doing a play or something
Yeah.
or a musical, and they will perform for us because we'll say, "Well, what are you singing?" "Oh, we can do that for you now." And they get up and they do it, and we have such a good time. It's fabulous.
It's like
And now we have the American Sign Language group from the high school.
Yeah.
They've gotten into the act now with us, with the school
They
kids.
come and sign.
So they come and sign the songs.
Yeah.
Yes, while we're singing. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's great.
There's so many places that you can go. Do you ever get to literally go into the local hospital? Like we have that wonderful UMass Medical Center. We've got Milford Hospital Street. I think my parents used to go to the one in Norwood. Foxboro in Norwood. You have Attleboro, Sturdy. Do you ever get to go in there? What you would, especially in the cancer treatment centers, but think of the joy that you could spread there, and in the children's wards.
Well, one of the things we have to be concerned about is getting people where they need to be.
Yeah.
Okay, so we try to stay within a smaller perimeter
Yeah.
so that people carpool,
Mhm.
but even so, not everybody drives.
Yeah.
And mobility is an issue for some people as
Sure.
well.
Would Norwood Hospital be closer or Attleboro to you?
It's about the same.
Because my parents, I
But,
know
you
they
know,
used
they,
to.
they can't handle a group like ours because we can get up to 50 people.
So big.
And so we have to have the room to perform. And, you know, lots of times hospitals don't have
Boy,
that
UMass
room.
does. They've got a humongous, they've got the medical school, they've got the medical
Yeah, right,
library.
right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, definitely. But I know that would be kind of far for you.
But we have sung at the State House
Yeah,
twice.
we sang
You
at the
did?
State House.
Yes, we did.
Who was the governor at that time?
I don't know
Was
the
it Paul
governor,
Shalucci?
but it was
It had to be
It was-
Val Patrick, I think,
George
wasn't it?
Patrick, yeah.
yes, and Joanne Sprague was in, and then Barbara
Barbara Highland.
Oh, when Barbara Highland
yeah.
retired, we
Yeah.
went and sang there.
Did they invite
for her.
you, or did you just kind of say, hi, would you like us?
No, they invited
We-
us.
they
with an
invited
invite,
us.
And
How
we
did they
have
hear
a...
about you?
Because Barbara was from Foxboro.
Yeah, Barbara was from Foxboro.
Now,
yeah.
around here, is Upton too far to come? Yeah, it's 40 minutes, but
Yeah, 40 minutes
Yeah,
is a
it
little
that
much.
might be a little far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
So your radius is maybe Franklin,
Correct.
Mhm.
maybe Attleboro?
Yep, we can do
Yeah.
Attleboro.
Mhm.
Okay, not Walpole, no, or
We don't have anything in
We-
Walpole.
no.
No,
Mansfield?
we-
Mansfield's close.
Yes,
Mansfield,
Yeah.
yeah. yeah.
That's really good. Now, they told me you have 50 members?
well, actually, we're at 48.
Okay, you're 48, but,
But I had to have 2 more coming in the fall, in
all
the
right.
spring.
So the bad news is, they don't have room for anybody else right now. This
Right.
is so popular. However, they should get in touch with you and have your name on a waiting list, their name, right?
Mhm.
Again,
Yes.
how, Jean, can they get a hold of you?
jbsing39@gmail.com.
Now, some of the places, gosh, 20 years. Where was the first place that you presented? Do you remember?
Maples.
Maples.
It was
Nursing
there
home.
back
It was
then?
at the Maples, yes.
It looks so
We
modern.
even sang at a parking lot dedication
Where was that?
in
Foxboro.
Oh,
Foxboro.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
bet you've been on the Common.
And we've
Oh,
been on
yes.
the
Oh,
common.
yeah.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
we've done that too.
Have you ever
Yeah.
sung at the Unitarian Church at all, or no?
We actually haven't been asked,
No.
but they've become part of our ecumenical concert.
they,
too.
Right.
they
Oh, good.
come
Okay.
and sing in
Right.
the ecumenical,
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I remember
Yeah.
the minister who was there. I don't think she's there now when Dad passed away.
Mhm.
Very nice.
Yes, I remember her.
Yes, that
Yeah.
was in 2004.
Because we sang for Ted's funeral.
Yeah,
That's
we
right.
sang at Bethany, we sang at St. Mark's, we sang at the Lutheran Church.
We have sung at
and-
just about every
Yeah.
church in
Mhm.
town.
Yeah,
for
all the
funerals.
churches.
And you got a pretty cool library over there in Foxboro. My
Oh,
dad,
yeah.
if he
Yes.
could
Brand
get
new,
away,
yeah.
for a while, he'd go
Yes.
over there. He's like, he'll sneak over to the library, right?
Mhm.
And I think he really used to enjoy that. Trying to,
It's the
they
boy-
have in the center of Foxboro is that Rotary,
Mhm.
Oh,
and
the
then there's the
common, yeah.
police. Is it the fire station?
No,
The
that's
old
the
fire
route.
station's closed.
We
That's
now
right.
have a public safety building that is farther along on Route
On
140.
140, yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful facility, though. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
And
yeah.
we have a new town hall.
Yes.
Where?
Where the old town hall was,
Yeah.
they moved it back. The parking lot is where the old town hall was, and they moved the building back, so it's in the same area
Mm.
on South Street.
It's a beautiful
When did this
building.
happen?
Oh,
Last year we
yeah,
opened it.
last
A year
year,
ago.
right?
That's
year
why I
ago.
probably.
Yeah.
We go down once a year to the graveyard.
Mhm.
And,
Oh, you'll see it.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we'll
if you
see
go
it.
down.
We'll see
yes,
Oh, you
it.
can't-
yes,
you can't miss it,
definitely.
yeah.
Am I wrong, or do they have a woman that there's a psychic?
Oh, there's several palm readers and psychics in
Yes.
Yeah, there's
Foxboro.
one right on
In that little
Main
shopping
Street in
area?
that
Yeah,
little
shopping area.
Yeah.
Yes.
And is Friendly's is still there or no?
No.
No, that's gone.
We used to
No.
go.
It's
Yeah.
now a Chinese.
it's
Yeah.
now Asian ginger.
Asian
Asian
ginger.
ginger,
right,
yeah. We missed the ice cream.
Yeah.
Well, I grew up in Wilbraham, home of Friendly Ice Cream.
Okay.
And
Oh.
I remember my dad and I'm sure they went to friendlies a lot. They used to go to the Red Sox games.
Mhm.
Oh, they used to love it. Again, we are talking with a fantastic group. They're called the Foxboro Serenading Seniors. And yes, Foxboro, right up the road. If you go like I do, you go on 140. If you go like most people, it's 495. But it's not too far from here. We have Jeannie Bonneau, right? And she is the director of the group. She founded it, and she also writes a lot of the songs. Helen Olson is the assistant director, and Lloyd Gibbs, right at the end, is the chorus member. Long time. He's been there for quite a while. Now, if a person wanted to be, okay, right now they're filling up. They wanted to be on it. Again, you've given out your contact. It's just a matter of if somebody leaves or leaves the group, right? Okay,
Correct.
somebody either quits or
Or
passes
move
away.
somewhere
Or move somewhere else. Okay.
Yes.
How often does that happen?
Unfortunately, it happens a lot.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay,
Yeah.
so there's
It
a
does.
not happy side, but a positive side.
That is
so
correct.
then that moves room for. And you've got a list now of people waiting.
Well, I have 2 coming in the spring.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
You know, there's one other thing I wanted to say.
Sure.
We have 2 other guitarists. One of them, Kitty Carbone,
Yeah.
but now she's the one who's 90 years old,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
and she's not able to play
Okay.
the guitar anymore. But she did for all these years,
All
up
these
until
years with
last
me.
year.
Yes.
And also, Earl Ferguson plays.
Yes.
And right now he's out of commission only because he's had an arm injury. So, but so Helen's been holding down.
So Helen,
the
did you
whole
play?
thing.
You played with them together?
Yes.
Yes.
You know what's big
Well, she
right
taught
now?
them. She taught them the
Ukuleles?
chords and stuff.
Are you into
Yes,
the,
ukuleles
Oh my
and big
gosh!
now.
We went up to was it Weston? We saw as a senior center ukulele players. We're going to have on the Grafton ukulele players here.
Uh-huh.
This is big.
Yes,
when
it
I was a
is.
little girl, I remember a toy ukulele. But
Yeah.
now it's
no,
a big
no,
deal.
it's serious.
And it's not hard.
serious.
It's not hard.
I think it's easier than the guitar.
I think so too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
This is
took
only
guitar
4
lessons. It looks
strings.
very. They just sit there and they do it very straightforward, right?
Mm.
There's nothing. They don't seem nervous, and all ages. They're just plunking away, but it's cute.
Yes.
It's very good. We got about 3 minutes left. Now, the Foxboro Serenading Seniors, you can come and meet them and listen to them. The next one coming up, okay, again, we have this Friday, okay, November 9th. I'm not sure if this will be aired by then, but it'll be at the Garden Place Nursing Home, am I correct?
Correct.
In Attleboro, all right? Coming up on the 12th, which is on Monday at 11 o'clock, the high school
High school.
in Foxboro.
Correct.
November 30th is after Thanksgiving, Wingate over in Norton. We're talking about nursing homes. The Orpheum Theater right in the center of Foxboro on December 2nd, 6:30 on Sunday. Is this all online? Can they go to your site online and get a lot of your information?
The high school and the Orpheum will be online.
They'll be online.
Yeah, the nursing
Right.
homes are
But-
not.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
And as far as, and for the most part, we do rehearse on Wednesday mornings
You
at,
do.
at 10
Mm.
o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Okay, but our schedule is not online.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But the senior center has that schedule.
Okay.
So they could call, and that would be 508-543-1234 is the line to call and ask.
Beautiful. So if you've got a question about the Foxboro Serenading Seniors, call the Senior Center. And they've got all the juicy good information
Yes.
about the Serenading Seniors. Come wherever they're going to be. Can they come to a rehearsal and watch?
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
Ah,
Yes.
see, on a Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock at the Senior Center in
Correct.
Foxboro. What street address again?
Central Street.
Yep.
Okay.
You can't miss it. There's a big blue sign out front.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that...
Right past CVS.
Okay, boy, it's been a while.
Right on 140,
Yeah, this is Route
Is that
140.
heading in the Mansfield direction?
heading towards Mansfield.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's the way we take to go up to where Mom and Dad lived off of Hillside, Hillcrest
Hillcrest.
Hillcrest Road.
Hillcrest
Yeah.
Road, sure.
They lived in there, and they loved it. They had lived everywhere,
Yes.
Hingham and all. I think that was their favorite.
That's a
place.
wonderful community.
They
Yes.
loved it.
Yes.
Yeah. they
Some of our
loved it.
members live there.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, few.
Yeah.
Do any of the grandchildren come to watch the grandparents?
They have.
Mhm.
They have in the past.
That's really cool.
Sometimes you get them when we do our Christmas shows.
Yes.
You'll say, does anybody have a grandfather in the, or a grandmother in the audience?
Yeah.
And a couple of the kids will raise their hands, and we have a wonderful time with them.
Yeah.
Lloyd, where did you come from originally?
I'm a Dorchester kid. You know, born and bred in Dorchester.
Dorchester.
My wife and I also. And I moved out to Foxboro right after we got married,
Yeah.
and went out there with 2 children under the age of 2, and 2 dogs and 2 cats,
Okay.
and a house that my wife didn't even see when I put the down payment on it.
Good Lord. Helen, where did you come from?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, New Yorker.
Yes, a New Yorker.
A
Yes,
New
ma'am.
Yorker.
Right.
That is excellent. Where,
Both.
Jeannie, where'd you come from?
Taunton, Mass.
Oh, I've lived in Brockton and Bridgewater. I know the area pretty well. That's not a bad area. Used to have a flea market down there that I used to love.
Yes.
Oh,
they
yeah,
had
the Taunton Flea Market.
Oh,
Yes.
they had
Yes.
a good
Really.
one. Well, this has been a real treat. The Foxboro Serenading Seniors. I wish we had more time. We can get them back on again, too. But we've been very privileged to hear about this. I wish my parents had known about it. But I guess, things happen. But we're going to get you back on again. And this has just been a lot. Thank you.
Thank you for having
three
us.
of
Oh, it's
you.
been our pleasure.
All righty.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you next time and be my guest.